What's up, Libra? We're going to jump right into this. This is going to be Halloween special. Your turn of the wheel, Samhain, the Witch's New Year's. What are you doing to honor your ancestors this week? This week. This Friday going to be Halloween. I've been saying in all the videos too that Samhain is really important, and it's about honoring your ancestors, and it's about honoring the dead, not just your ancient ancestors and you know whatever your DNA roots are and things of that nature, but also honoring those who passed recently. With everything going on, I think it's an important message to get out there that, way back in the day, back when people died on a pretty regular basis, Samhain was a time that not only would you dress sometimes as something scary to scare away evil spirits, but you would also dress as a past loved one. You would wear their clothes and dress as them so that they would recognize you and come visit you when the veil was its thinnest. So it's about honoring those people that influenced us the most and those who taught us those important things. We've all lost some pretty powerful sages this year. I don't know about you, but definitely most of the people in my soul cluster have. I don't know what that was. It wasn't the cards. So that's okay. So what I like to do is I do some shadow cards for your shadow aspects that we're working for, some earth magic on how to counterbalance the shadow stuff. And then I will do 3 spreads with 3 different decks. I do, 3D, 4D, 5D for those of us who work on multiple levels. So it's kind of like what the 3D sees, what's going on just above it, and then what your 5D trying to tell you. Kind of like a rainbow, and it's the arc of the story. So it's always, the beginning of the spread. The beginning, this side is what we're moving away from. Keystone, what we're moving into. All right. So just to give you guys an overview of how I do it, if you want readings or things like that, what I do below in the description, set that up for y'all. Just give it a click, come on over to the silver cord if you want to get into doing some moon rituals and stuff with us. That's how we do. Secondary channel is for those who already understand tarot and things of that nature. If you're a newbie, I wouldn't really suggest even popping over there, quite honestly. All right. But let's see what we got going on for our Libras, our scales. What are y'all doing to keep yourselves balanced? It's funny because your thing is the scales, but your biggest challenge in life is keeping yourself balanced because you are the scales. But somebody can just go and just pull the one side down and mess you up. We all came with aspects that we need to work on. And I'm an Aries sun, so I'm like you guys is opposite. I love Libras to death. I love y'all to death. I really do. I don't know. I guess the biggest polar opposite is Aries is like laser beam focused. Got to get to where we're going. Got to do what we need to do. Just want to get in, get out. You guys like to shop. You like to take detours and stuff, and which is cool. And Aries loves that most of the time, but when it time to get serious, you guys have the hardest time getting serious for some reason. I always laugh because all the Libras in my life, and I've noticed it's every single one of y'all, I have to tell you guys whatever we're doing, I tell you guys we're doing it an hour before we're doing it. Because then you just might show up a little bit early and not be late for once. But usually when I do that, y'all show up right on time. Why? Because after a few times of me doing that to you, you figure out that's what I'm doing. There's a big message I'm channeling to y'all. Allow your guys' time. Schedule in your being late time. Happy belated birthday. I know it's just the very end of y'all's season, but I hope you guys had fun or found a way to have fun. I hope you guys have been tapping into your creative energies and at least putting that towards something. I know you guys are probably a little bit, probably a little disappointing birthday for y'all this year. You guys usually like to have a lot of fun. So, but if you're anything like my other Libra friends, you found ways to have plenty of fun, no matter what's going on in this world. All right, so on the 3D aspect, what's playing out reality around you? I see moving into a new phase, really taking a rite of passage. Like, you know, you can still see the bank behind you, but you're moving in another direction. Like you're walking in this direction, you're just kind of glancing back every now and then still. 6 is still kind of looking back a little bit, but you are moving on. You are moving into a more abundant energy for sure. There's the 10 of Pentacles there. So, and this is what you've worked through. So you're working through the past, you're moving on to a new energy. I see a massive connection that you feel on the 3D level. There's a massive definitely romantic connection just because it's this card. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sensing that this connection is almost like an illusion in the 3D. Like it's there, but it's not there. It's almost like it's an illusion. It's like, you know, falling in love with the moon. That's what I'm getting the feeling. It's like falling in love with the moon. I have this intense connection. It affects, to the point it's so intense that it affects my 3D timeline, but it's like being in love with the moon. And it does create a lot of worry, especially when it comes to like money and things of that nature. Maybe this is somebody from a great distance from you or something like that, or you're worried about money being a problem that holds a stalemate to this connection. Or you're worried this connection will cause something to your finances. As I say, the 7 of Cups is usually the player card, so maybe your heart is not in the connection you're currently in, but it's definitely in this other connection. So on the 40 level, definitely got the moon and some secrets going on, and that introspective and trying to balance out. Yeah, balance out. You're even in the point where you're trying to balance out, like, but yeah, being in love with the moon. Like, what does this even mean? Like, what does this say about me? What does this say about my relationships? You know, feel like I got 2 wolves howling at me. You know, I like you got the Pisces fish in this one too, you know, for the moon card. So that's very much, and then, you know, what is it? Pisces is, it's about, secret truths, intuition, introspection, things like that is going on right now. That's what's really working on the 4D. Besides that, and in doing that, I really see you are really grounding into your solid Empress, nurturing, abundant energy here. I'm in love, and I'm cool with it, and I'm trying to figure out what actually it means. And I'm using the energy from this connection, because it's so light and so loving, to nurture my own energy around me. I do see a victory with all this. It's like you've reached this in the higher levels of your mind. You've reached this grand epiphany of, oh yeah, I worked through it. I nurtured it without perverting it. And I feel like I'm getting kind of a victory with this. And I've got the Prince of Pentacles here, you know, and he is about manifesting new things into this world. So I see a lot of creative manifesting energy coming from these revelations for you. Though even on the 40, you still feel a little defensive about it, because I don't think people in your reality recognize that you recognize what's going on more than they do. You're like, you think I'm doing it this way, but that's not what's happening at all. Like, I know I can see why you perceive that and why you're adding up, calculating my past and equating it to my future, but that's not what's happening anymore. I broke those cycles already, but, actions speak louder than words. Keep nurturing your energy, keep being the loving, vibrant people you are. And then, people will start to see it for what it is too. And if they can't, they can't. Only those who have eyes to see and ears to hear are going to be able to see it and hear it. And, you just have to try to balance out, where you want to battle. You know what I'm saying? Who you want to battle with. I think, for the most part for this card, I would say this is just going to be you defending yourself from even engaging in the battle. Like, let these guys fight down here and you stand back there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to engage in it if you recognize it for what it was. You don't need to explain yourself constantly. All right? Now, I got the Knight of Cups on the 5D level, so I definitely see love coming in, love coming in, even messages of love coming in. And we got definitely the holiday season coming up with family and things of that nature. So, yeah, this is a masculine, loving, charming energy, and it's sending y'all a lot of love. And I do see, it's seen for what it is. Here you go. He's got his crystal ball. He's overseeing the whole kingdom. It's not just about this one connection. It's about all the connections, and you can see the whole web and for what it's worth. And you're figuring it out, and you're making progress in those areas. Though sometimes this does feel like a burden. Sometimes you do wonder what it really is about, and you do, lose kind of sight of, but you love the web, but at the same time, you love this connection, and it does eat at you on all soul levels, on all your levels. Ace of Pentacles is trying to figure out how to ground all this through, ground it all the way down to the earth, ground it all the way down to the 3D. How do I connect the web and bring it down to, bring it down over all of us so that we can all be in this loving energy that you feel all the time? You guys, how do you do it? What does the 5D have to say about how do you do it? You have to walk away from, you have to walk away from those who don't understand. You have to disconnect yourself from their energy in some way, shape, or form. You can't keep giving into, like I said, the arguments and the things like that and trying to explain it and everything else. If you're constantly doing that, it's constantly going to be rocking your confidence, constantly going to be lowering your vibration out of your 45D self that's trying to guide you on a nicer path. It's going to keep pulling you down into it'll drag you back down into the lower frequencies, and you don't want to do that anymore. These cups have all been tasted. They all taste terrible. And you're sitting there looking at the stack of cups, like I've been drinking this stack of cups with you for a while, man. And they're like, nothing seems to be getting you. Cycle. Maybe it's time to walk away from those cups. All right. Hope that makes sense to y'all. All right. So for your shadow aspects, envious and gluttony. Woo! That goes along with the what I say all the time. I'm like, love and abundance is the same frequency, but so is lust and greed. And this is right on lust and greed, envy and gluttony. What? I'm not sure if this is you or the person you're dealing with. I'm getting more of a sense it's the person you're dealing with is envious of your light, envious of your glow, envious of your ability to talk to people and to change the frequency of a room, and they're gluttonous for your energy. They don't want you giving your energy to anybody else. They don't want you helping other people. They don't want you changing the energy of the room for other people. That energy they want for themselves. This person looks scary, but they are starved because they don't know how to create their own energy, and they need you to need them. And because they're gluttonous and envious of you, they want you to be envious and want them just as much. And it's like, you don't really look like you got too much to offer right now, dude. I don't really want any of your energy. Be mindful. Don't be that person, and be aware if that person's in your life. That is definitely the connection you need to walk away from. And we got fragmented. So this person causes you to fragment yourself. What? I want to go and do these wonderful things and everything else like that. No, I want it. So you're cutting yourself up. What? I'm going to pretend to play the role for this person to make this person happy while I'm with this person. But then when I'm away, I can be who I want to be, and I can be, the flowing energy of the universe, and I can inspire and enlighten people just by walking around and talking and being my bubbly my bubbly personality self, So this isn't going to get you anywhere either. You don't want to be fragmented, and you don't want to deal with these kind of energies anymore, guys. 21st century. This is not getting in a relationship and staying with it with a horrible person just for the sake of being in a relationship. Life is not all about getting married and busting out kids anymore. That is the shift into the new world, right? You don't, have to do that. All right. Ebb and flow. How can you get through these waves that are going on right now? Ebb and flow. And I've been saying this. A lot of people have been meditating wrong. I understand that you guys are trying to do shadow work. You're trying to recognize where things are coming from. But a lot of people have been meditating wrong. The objective of meditation is not to get a thought, grasp on it, try to figure out where it came from, analyze it down to some trauma and everything else like that. Meditation is where you learn to let go. You let the thought come in, and then you let it flow back out. You don't grasp onto it. All right. You get stuck in toxic thought patterns because you've been programming yourself to grasp onto things instead of allowing them to come in and allowing them to flow back out. But oh my goodness, I feel this way. You know what? Let it go. And you breathe for a minute, and then another thought will come in. You go, oh, and you let it go. And you just practice letting it go. So that way, when it comes up in real life, you have an easier time of letting go of it instead of grasping onto that bad thing and holding on to it all day till it ruins your whole day as you travel on through your day. You can let it go. Oh, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing. Okay, bad thing's over. Let it go, let it go. Time to shapeshift. Always be evolving, always be working on yourself. You are unfolding into something beautiful. I always say if you are not blooming, you are in the wrong garden. A lotus will not bloom in a garden built for a rose. It needs the muck, the water. It needs all that in order to bloom. It does not need perfect pH levels and things of that nature, right? It can't bloom in there. It can't bloom being that pampered. All right? All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed your messages. That's all I got for you today. Oh, what? Get your magic cards. We got prosperity, right? We got a purposeful business, a prosperous business with riches and success. You guys are usually pretty good at the whole work grind thing. Y'all are better at it than most signs that I know. Keep working on that. You guys really have the energy, the magnanimous energy in order to really build stuff. Mystic Star. Harmony in the home and great friendships. That's what we're all working for, right? If you got somebody in your home that's not harmonious and you've been working with them for years and they're not changing, is not doing anything new, that's the energies you need to move away from, because we all need to be able to be, you should be at peace in your own home. If you're not at peace at home, then what are you doing? All right? Harmony in the home is the goal. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed these messages. As always, if you need any other information, check the description. Like, share, subscribe, spank my bell. Tell me that you like it. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and windy paths with me. I love y'all, and catch you later.